Let's see what we can find. Okay, so the chart you're looking at now are, well, the chart I'm going to be showing you initially are from the yesterday's trades. I had a live session with my members yesterday, and it was a profitable day. Profitable day. So, what are you waiting for? You want to join us? You want to join us? So let's just have a look at those. Well, this chart. So basically, this is the pound JPY. Pound JPY. We're still going to be watching this. I mean, looking at the monthly time frame, it is indeed, is a strong push down, and that's where I'm targeting. That's where I'm targeting really. So considering when the price is today to there, I'm still looking for at least a 200 pip move. I have entered a long-term trade on this one. But obviously, as you know, even with long-term trades, you can still, find some scalping opportunities or day trades, as it were. So that's what I'm looking at with this one. You know, um, so let's just go back to where we were. So there was another trade we entered yesterday, if I can remember what trade it was. I suppose that's what happens when you are, trading a lot of pairs. Yes, it is there. Absolutely. So this was the trade we entered, another trade we entered yesterday. We basically, entered three trades yesterday. There was this one, Aussie dollar USD. There was the pound JPY, and there was gold. Gold was beautiful. I mean, because I started off the day saying because of the war in Ukraine, it was going to be the case that whenever gold dropped, whenever I pulled back, I'm going to be looking for buying opportunities. And we found a beautiful buying opportunity in the morning, London session as well. Boom, it went up and gave over 100 pips. Guess what? During the course of the day, it dropped as well massively. We're going to be having a look at it now. It dropped massively, and I was able to collect the pips as well. Now, during the London session when I traded live with the members, obviously, it was for us all to catch. But later on in the day when I was trading it, I got into it. I don't know if anyone else got into it, but I mean, it was the case that I actually posted the results, there in the Telegram group. So if you're not part of the Telegram group, let me just post the link. You know, um, Let me post the link on YouTube for you to join us. It's a free group, and come join us. So I've just posted the link now in the Telegram group. If you're not part of us, join us, and I'm sure you would indeed find a lot of goodies there. We have a lot of forex trading resources in there. Free forex trading resources. Obviously, I do give a lot of trade ideas and trade signals. And I gave a signal on gold yesterday. So for those who jumped in, definitely they would have made some pips and profit. Now let's have a look at that gold trade. Okay, so basically this was where the bottom yellow line is where I got in yesterday with the live members, the members of generational wealth traders. But I did say that this would be a second entry, and guess what? It almost gave a second entry. I mean, depending on your broker and the pip spread and all that, this could have triggered you in as well. So at least yesterday, some of us got over 45 pips, around about 45 pips. Now others, on the other hand, would have gotten about could have gotten 60 pips and more. I mean, just in case you took two positions. I mean, I always say with my strategy, The strategy I focus on these days and the one I teach, I basically encourage the members, to be ready to take 2 trades, because of the strategy. That's just what it is. It's a strategy that gives you opportunity to get in the second time, even if you missed the first time. And guess what? Even though this was our final target, even though this was the final target, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, sorry, Aussie dollar USD basically went on to give as much as 70 p, another 70 pips. That is huge, which basically means yesterday, you could have made, over 100 pips on this one, over 100 pips on this one. But hey, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. But let's see what we can find today. Before we do that, let's check gold. Um, because we did trade gold yesterday as well. We traded gold yesterday as well. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so you can see. Let's see. Let's do this. Yeah, so you can see, from what we marked up yesterday. You can see from the markup yesterday, this was the entry, and it went, it didn't quite hit our target, but it gave us a lot of pips. So most of us caught that yesterday, going long, and then later on in the day, you can see it dropped beautifully as well. I mean, if anybody had stayed in the trade, the thing is, when it comes to gold, you know, not everybody is able to trade gold because of the way it moves, and because it's not, as cheap to, it's not, it doesn't, it's not as cheap to trade as it is with regular currency. So, but if anybody wanted to stay in the trade, I suppose they could have been able to stay in the trade. Well, maybe not, because I mean, if you enter for a buy here and it came all the way down, you know, you would not have wanted to be in that trade. Okay, so let's see what we can find today. So we're going to clear the graph, the chart there. Let's remove every single drawing. Do I start? Let me start with GJ. Let me start with GJ, guys. Now, this is still going on. Okay, let's start with GJ. Let's go back to, I mean, my bias is still bearish. I'm still bearish on GJ. I'm still bearish on GJ, guys. So let's just have a look at it anyhow. Go to the daily. So you can see what's happening here now. You can see what's happening here. I mean, that was yesterday's candle. Let's move this. That was yesterday's candle. A beautiful drop. I know there was one of the members of Generational Wealth Traders, one of those who belong to our Telegram group. He was adamant. He was adamant the price was going to go up. I mean, yesterday he was adamant the price was going to go up, and I told him, look, on the higher time frame, this thing is the momentum to the downside is strong. And he said, oh well, and he sounded confident. I thought to myself, okay. I then asked him, are you a market maker or something? Jokingly. Well, I mean, obviously he got the joke, and he said he does know or have a what's it called now? Let me see what he called it. I think it was a market maker concept. Let me just check what he called it. Uh, do 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 do. We do have fun. We do have fun in the Telegram. Okay. He basically says he has smart money concept under his arm. Smart money concept. Okay, fine. Well, the thing is, one thing you must know about trading is that there are a number of strategies. I would say if you have gotten a strategy that wins like 70% of the time, that's a good strategy. But then again, it depends on if you are scalping or whatnot. But if you are a day trader and you have a strategy that wins 70% of the time, believe me, you don't want to be looking for any new strategy. Just focus on that strategy and look for a way to perfect it. Don't be surprised if you are getting better and better with that strategy. So when my friend said, he's got a smart money concept, I thought to myself, okay, fine. I know there are a lot of traders out there who trade smart money concepts and they are making money. They are profitable. And guess what? That almost made me begin to doubt. I'm being honest with you here now. I'm confessing now. That almost made me begin to doubt if I should come out of the trade because he spoke so emphatically saying, get out of that trade now, Francis. Francis, get out of that trade. I thought to myself, that was when I asked him, are you a money maker or something? But thank God I stayed in the trade, and you can see it's pushing down. It's still pushing down. So that is basically what I thought I'll quickly share with you this morning. Get a strategy that works and stick with it. Get a strategy that works and stick with it. I mean, if it has been tried and tested, if it has been proven, don't let anybody sway you out of your path, as it were. I mean, if you need to start getting into other strategies, get to know those strategies as well. Back test it before you even try it. I mean, for me, there is only one strategy I trade now, really. If I don't see it on any time frame, I just wait because you can trade it on any time frame, with any asset, whether it's Forex, um, um, you name it, basically, crypto and all whatnot. It works on with currencies, with commodities, crypto, you name it, it works. Futures as well. I don't trade futures, but I've looked at those charts and I know it works. So I basically wait for it. If I want to day trade, I use the 15-minute. If I'm scalping, I use the 1 minute or the 5 minute, and it works. It works. I call it the boss strategy, BOSS, the boss strategy. Those who are members of Generational Wealth, the VIPs, they know what strategy that is. Anyhow, let's go. Let's find some quick trades this morning. If we can, let's see if we can find some good trades or setups. Okay, so you can see I am still bearish on this one. This is how much the candle has moved so far for the day. I mean, if you've been trading with me for some time, I always want to know how far the candle has moved for the day because there's such a thing as ADR, average daily range. If a candle moves usually by about an average of 100 pips a day and it has done 100, the question is it going to give you more pips in the same direction or is it going to pull back? So you will know how to trade it. So this is the way this is going. But I am in a trade, long-term trade, so I'm waiting and targeting here. So, but I want to see if we can find some day trades. Let's put this here. Let's have that there. Um, okay, so let's go to the 4-hourly. So guys, as usual, give me a like, strike the like button, the thumbs up button, strike it for us. If you're not subscribed, you want to be subscribed to this channel, because I'm planning to have more sessions, during the week and, do some videos as well, some tutorial videos. Okay, so this is the 4-hour. You can see where the price is at here. You just need to go back. As traders, we always tend to look left. You can see where the price is at. It's at the point at a level where, there's been some hesitation on the part of traders, either bulls or bears, to continue with their move. So that put simply, it's an area of support and resistance. If the price is coming from the top here, is an area of support, and if it's going there, an area of resistance. So I would prefer the price to break below this, before it continue, before getting in. Otherwise, if it rejects, then I could also trade it as well. I would trade it anyway. I mean, the overall direction could be bearish, like I believe it is, but it doesn't mean I cannot buy. I could scalp. I could take some pips. I could go for. I mean, this is GJ anyway. I mean, I could decide to go for 20, 30 pips in the opposite direction, a counter trend trade. Don't do that if you don't know how to do it. It's good if you are still new to trading, or if you're still trying to perfect your skill, then focus on going with the trend, the predominant trend. So that's what we have here. Right, 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 right. Okay. So that's where we entered the trade yesterday. I mean, I always tend to enter the trade at key levels. You don't want to jump in the trade in the middle of nowhere. So if that's where I entered, it is, a significant level. So from where the price is now, or where we have as our support, to there is about 58 pips or so. I mean, we surely can get something there going in either in the opposite direction, going up. But let's see. Let's check other pairs first. Let's go check other pairs first, and we will jump into a trade that is that has a clear direction. Okay. I also love to trade Euro New Zealand dollar and Euro Aussie dollar. Now the thing is, those pairs have been pushing down heavily lately. If you're not experienced, you know, um, it could be difficult to get in. Okay, so let's we'll come back to this Aussie dollar um, AUD. I mean, for me, sorry, USD. Aussie dollar USD is not exactly the pair I scalp with. If I'm trading um, Aussie dollar USD, it tends to be long-term trade, day trades. Like yesterday's day trade. So today I'm going to be looking for a pair that will give me an opportunity for scalping as well as day trade. So because this only meets one of my desires, or half my desires, uh, then I won't be so much looking at it just yet. So let's basically get Aussie dollar out of the way and look for Euro AUD. Okay. Now Euro AUD basically has an average daily range of at least 110 pips. Okay. So I mean, like I said, it's been pushing down a mighty long way. It's dropped by over 100 pips. Sorry, 1,000 pips in the last couple of days. It's dropped by 1,000 pips. So I believe it's looking for it's looking to reverse now at least. Yeah. So really, looking at this now, this is the 1 hour time frame. Let's pull out some lines there. Let's pull out some lines. So on this one now, I'll be looking to buy really. Okay, I'll be looking to buy. So let's see how many pips it's done for the day. Okay, wow, I like this. I like this strong rejection here, powerful rejection. My. Let's see. Wow. On that daily candle, the wick alone, the shadow alone is about 250 pips. That is mega. That is huge. That was some powerful rejection. So yeah. So let's bring this here. Okay, we'll leave that there. You know what? Let's leave this here for now. Right. Uh, so far today, it's done about, wow. Oh, come on. So far today, it's done about 140 pips, which is more or less its average daily range. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Um, so yesterday, well, 2 days ago, I did about 300 pips. The day before, about 144 pips. Now, the question is this going to carry on going up? We are going to go check on a lower time frame, and this thing can keep on going up as well. You can see they are all clean candles to the left. It can keep on going up. So let's go to the 4 hour. Okay, that's fine. And let's drop to the 15 or the 30. Let's check the 15 first. Beautiful. I would want a bit of a pullback. Whether we get that pullback necessarily today is a different matter. But I'll tell you where I'll be looking to get in this trade. This is the 1 hour time frame, guys. Let me tell you where I'll be looking to get in this trade. I'll be looking to get in this trade. I mean, I've missed my first entry on this one. Round about here is where I would have wanted to get in the first time. So from there to where the price is now is about 60 pips, 70 pips. Now, really, I wouldn't mind if it was to drop slightly to run about here. I wouldn't mind placing a buy limit order here. Right, and have my stop loss where? I mean, I don't want to risk too much on this trade. I wouldn't want to risk too much. 145 is maybe not. I mean, if it was going to pull back, how far will it go? If I was to have a buy stop here, the top dotted line, you want to place your stop loss around about here at least. Yeah, that's still 100 pips. Now, okay, so the entry, let's look for a lower time frame entry, an even lower time frame that is. Okay, so we'll see where the price is here. It is at an area of previous swing low. You know the way we do it, guys. You know the way we do it. We take our time to analyze the charts, not rushing into trades. That's how we win. That's how profitable traders win, successful traders. No rushing into trades. I mean, like I did say yesterday to the members of Generational Wealth Traders, that sometimes you come on for the session, London session. We tend to trade London session more. We come in for the London session, and boom, you get setups, you get trades, you jump in straight away. There are other times when it is the case that you could be there for 2 hours and not find something, at least not find a trade to jump into straight away, but you will find something you will begin to watch, something you begin to have on your watch list. That's the way we do it. So I mean, yesterday, we basically joined the London session at about 7:30 UK time, and by 9:30 we are taking 3 trades. Well, actually, we are taking 2 trades, and we're looking to jump into a third one. Not quite long after we finished, we left the live session. The opportunity, was ripe for the taking, and we jumped in. So what I'm saying is, guys, get used to being patient, to analyze the charts and take the trades. Make sure you let the market come to you, as it were. Okay, so, and to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure. Well, I suppose yesterday, because they were, it was raining pips and profits yesterday. I didn't so much look at Aussie, Euro Aussie or Euro New Zealand, because I had been waiting for it all last week. Myself and some of my members, we were waiting for it. But the way it basically has, you can see it bottomed here. This is like a bottom. That's a bottom. Oops, a bottom there. So anywhere here would have been a good place to catch it, to catch the reversal. Anywhere here. Right. So with this one now, to be honest with you, I would want to wait for it. I'll wait for a pullback on this one. Okay, so I mean, it's almost pointless checking, Euro New Zealand, because Euro Aussie is more or less the same, but we'll check it anyhow. And before we do that, let's check something entirely different. Let's check, an index. Let's check an index. Okay, we can see what gold is doing there, consolidating there. Yeah, that's 15, the same thing. Okay, yeah. I mean, to continue, let's check the daily. I believe we're going to close higher this week anyway. We're already higher than last week. Now, is it going to break the previous high? That's another matter. But looking at this now, I'll be looking for the price to either break here. Let's do this. I'll be looking for the price to either break the high there or break the low, and we'll decide what we'll do from there. Preferably, to break the high, and then we'll go long. Okay, so let's go look for an index. Let's look for an index. US 30, let's start with US 30. Okay, US 30, come on now. This is the 1 hour time frame. Right, right, right. Let's check the daily. It's always good to check the daily. I mean, multi-time frame analysis. Even though I'll say this, guys, with some of my strategies, I don't really need to check a higher time frame. Some might think that is crazy. Are you serious? Well, yes. With some of my strategies, I don't need to check the higher time frame. If I'm trading off the 15-minute time frame, I could just take the trade, do my analysis there. Well, maybe I could look at a higher time frame, as in 30 minutes, 1 hour, but to be going to do a whole multi-time frame analysis of starting from the daily and maybe even the weekly, not necessarily. But here, for the purpose of this, the teaching here, the education here, I would look at the higher time frame. At least I want you to begin to get used to the idea of knowing the overall direction of the market. Okay, so that's what we see there. That's what we see there. Right. So we see the price was pushing up, made this move, continued, and this is it's come back to an area of some sort of support. Okay. Now, if we're going to trade this, how are we going to trade this? That's the question. Now, I mean, if you've been trading with me for some time, when you have a yellow line, it basically means an area of interest, a point of interest where I'm going to be watching. But when you see yellow broken lines, it means that's where I'm looking to get in the trade. So this is an area I want to keep an eye on. Some sort of support it's forming there or has formed there. So mm, right. I mean, I believe the price, is going to move up and down. It's going to range in here for some time on US 30, otherwise known as the Dow. I believe price is going to range in here for some time, but we'll see. Let's check the 15-minute. Okay. Now, like I did say, even if we don't find trades here now, when I'm getting into trades later on, I would post it in the Telegram channel. So you do want to join the Telegram channel, guys. It's free to join. So join the Telegram channel. That's where I usually post the trade ideas and trade signals. So if you've just joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know where you're trading from. I'm trading from the UK. Let us know where you're trading from. Let us know you are there and hit the thumbs up for us, the like button. Okay. So I suppose we'll wait for the close of the candle here, the 1 hour candle. I usually get into trades at the close of candles, whether it's the 1 hour, the 15 minutes. I usually wait for the candle to close to have better confirmation. Okay, let's go back to GJ. Right, so there are no setups yet that I quite fancy getting into straight away. No setup yet. Let's check pound. Let's check pound USD, otherwise known as the cable. Let's check pound USD. And if, from what I remember, there isn't much news that could throw our trades in the wrong direction today. Except that the Bank of Australia governor is speaking in about 2 hours. I'm thinking, come on, that is late. By the time we wake up in London, for the London session, the trades are they've done all their announcements and events in Australia, but the Bank of Australian governor is speaking in 2 hours or so. So we hope that would not, you know, affect any trade we might get into. Right, guys. Yeah, there isn't any. So let's check Euro New Zealand. This is Euro Aussie. Let's check Euro New Zealand. Okay. Okay, so I mean you can see it's pretty much the same thing, like I did say. Euro Aussie and Euro New Zealand are like brother and sister. A week of about 260 pips. Huge, mega, mega, mega. Now, even if you were to jump in this trade, you would have to most likely place your stop loss below this candle. That's 100 and something pips. Now, this could potentially push up, go this far at least. So if you consider getting in here, a stop loss of about 100 pips, which is huge, a reward of about 3, that's like 1 to 3, which is good. But let's see how to get in this trade. That is the 1 hour. Now, I most likely will be looking to get in this trade, and have a smaller, a tighter stop loss. Have a tighter stop loss. Uh, wait for the close of the candle. Have a tighter stop loss of about 70. Yeah, maybe 80. Yeah. So this is good. This is probably going to be the best trade so far for the day, the best setup so far for the day, you know. So guys, we need to wait. Yeah. So let me have my um, so I'll be waiting for a pullback on that, to jump in. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Pullback of about 20 pips or so. I'll be looking to jump in that one. Now, if I'm not quite sure the size of your account, guys, because you can actually, decide to jump in now. I mean, if I was to jump in now, I basically would make it a long-term trade, not a day trade as such, which means I will have to give it room to move, give the market room to move, room to breathe, as it were, as in where you place your stop loss. Yeah, I mean, I'm loving this. I'm loving this Euro New Zealand, guys. I mean, for me, it would be safer. It would be safer to actually wait for the price, this candle to close. I would prefer the candle to close. Whoa, look at how it's pushing up, guys. Yeah. So I mean, no matter where it closes, a pullback to this yellow line is where I'll be looking to jump in. A pullback to this yellow line is where I'll be looking to jump in. Now, this is going to be a very good trade. Because for me, it's going to be a long-term trade. I wouldn't mind using 100 pip, risking 100 pips. Now, some might think that is crazy. Well, I know, I know, but I'm expecting this thing to go far. Let's go to a higher time frame. Let's see how far it could likely go. Yeah, I mean, look at that. At least, at least a one to, like I did say earlier on, at least a 1 to 3 on this trade. You know, the price will begin to struggle when it gets run about here, but I'm looking at it going as fast, at least a 1 to 3 on this trade. Okay. But I mean, what I would say is, when I am jumping in the trade, for sure, I would post it in the Telegram group. So this is basically what I'm looking at on this with this pair. I would want it to pull back. And because this is the 1 hour time frame, don't be surprised, guys, if it takes a number of hours. But I believe we will get that pullback today. I believe we'll get that pullback today. And now, this is my position box. Because it's not right next to the candle, it basically means I have not entered yet. When you see my position box right next to the candle, that's to say I have entered. But if it's away from it, like so, it means I have not entered, but that is basically how, what my bias is. So this is basically what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at, guys. Right, 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 right. Okay, I mean, is there any pair you guys are looking at, or is there any pair you want us to look at, guys? Is there any pair you want us to look at? Is there any pair you would want us to look at? Hello, Overcomer. Hello, the Guru. Hello, people, beautiful people. Right here. So, I mean, obviously, well, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here for another 30 minutes or so, and let's see what other trades we can find. I did say I want us to look at pound USD, pound USD, the cable. But what I'm going to be doing is I would post the setup. I'll post it in the Telegram group so everybody gets to take this trade with me. Come on now. You get to take the trade with me. Right, right, right. Now this thing doesn't seem to be relenting, is it? 130 pips so far for the day. But the thing is, the pair dropped a pretty mighty way, coming down. So it's like I know the bulls they can't wait to push this price up. Look at that, that was huge. Right from there, over 1,000 pips, over 1,000. That was mega, mega, mega drop. Now that's the thing about Euro, New Zealand dollar. Now, for some of you who have seen, my video where I did 1,000 pips, I don't bother with such these days. Where I did it, where I did 1,000 pips, it was on this same pair. That's to tell you what this pair can deliver. This pair can deliver some good results. Deliver some good results. Okay, so let's look at pound. Let's look at pound USD. US 30, okay, it has broken above there. It has broken above that area. Woo! Yes, good morning, K Brown. Good morning. Yeah, I believe that's Kimon. Good morning, good morning. Okay. So what we are basically, watching is Euro New Zealand dollar. Like I say, I mean, you know, just like I've been looking to go long on gold, for some days, I believe, what we're going to be getting with this euro, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This euro New Zealand dollar is going to be going up for a long, for a long time to come, and I'm going to be taking advantage of it. I'm going to be taking advantage of it. Now, when I get in this trade, you know, I'm going to be looking to target at least 300 pips. Now, to be honest with you, I personally might jump in this trade now because I mean my account can handle it. Because this pair has a high average daily range. Like you see, it's done over 130 so far today. It means that you might have to risk a lot if you are trading it for the long term. And I would say not to do that if you can't quite, your account cannot handle it. Because what I'm thinking is I could get in the trade, have my stop loss here anyway, so as not to get tempted. I'll tell you what I'll do. So as not to get tempted to jump in this trade, I'm just going to place my buy limit order here. So my buy limit order is going to be at 1.5968. Let's just call it 1.5969. I'm going to place my buy limit order there now. As a matter of fact, yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Let's see. So you can see, guys, it's a good thing to focus on just a few pairs. I mean, when I say few pairs, for me, that means it's not just two. That means I love to trade. I love to trade GJ, Euro New Zealand, or Euro Aussie. So, and gold, and of course the indices. So I am I am at any on any one on any one occasion looking at least five pairs every day. Some might say it's too much, but hey, I think I can handle that. So I'm going to place a buy limit order on this Euro New Zealand now. Buy limit order, and it's going to be 1.5969. I said, I think it was 1.5969. I said 1. Where is it? 5969. Let's see. Yeah, run about there, and place my stop loss at about 1.58, 5858. Yeah, that should do it. Where is it? 1.5858. Okay. So that's going to be risking about 110 pips. Now, yeah, I know that's a lot for some people. I know, I know, I know, I know. And my stop loss, my take profit, I'm looking to target 1.6272. 1.6272. That's fine. Now, looking at this anyhow, this is the 1 hour. Looking at this, if we go to the daily, if we go to the daily, I mean, we do have this area here. We do have that area here, so at least from here to there, even though I believe it's going to push higher long term, at least from there, from where I intend to enter to here, where we could meet with some sort of resistance, is still about 150 pips, which is still good. I mean, who would not be happy with 150 pips? So like I did say earlier on, and like I say all the time, you always want to look left, guys. If you consider where you are, consider where the price is, look left to see where there's going to be a possible area of resistance or support. And if this is where we are here, if you look left, you see there is some resistance there. I mean, you saw what happened in the past, candles, kind of like oscillating in that area. You know, so yeah. And if you consider the fact that, after all this oscillation, the price moved up, it basically tells you that there was a kind of bottoming, there was a bottoming, not the kind of, the price bottomed here coming from the upside. And if we're going up now, that's going to be an area of resistance. So that's how I'm looking to trade this one. Okay, so let's look at pound USD. We've talked about that, quite a while. Pound USD, pound USD. Okay, okay, this baby looks like he wants to push up. This is the Dow. Now, for me, the Dow has pushed up too powerfully today. I would not be looking to buy now unless I get some good pullback. Okay, so let's go to pound USD. Pound USD, pound USD. Come on now, pound USD. Okay, so that's the daily. Yeah, I suppose pound USD is pretty much like pound JPY with the momentum to the downside. I suppose that's what's happening. Okay. So, I mean, in the absence of a trade we can get into, I suppose we can begin to look at other pairs. So, and I love the pound pairs because they do give you the pips you want in a day. Let's go to the 1 hourly. Okay, so that's what we have there. The price could be dropping any time from now on this one. Now, I believe it was last week. I think it was last week. I did, share one of the strategies. One of a good strategy, to use if price is predominantly in one direction, how to join how to continue, how to join the trade, as it were. You know, if you have ascertained the direction, how to join the trade. Now, looking at this now, if you're looking to join this trade because it's predominantly pushing down, what you want to be doing is basically waiting for this candle to break the previous low, because it's predominantly, going down. Now, consider the fact that it came down here, pulled back, came down, pulled back. You could write a song with that. Came down, pulled back, and that is what it's doing here. So each time it breaks a previous low, it's an opportunity to jump in. So this was a low here now. You know, when price breaks, I mean, now some people would, jump in now for a sell, but hey, you have no reason, in a sense, to believe that this is necessarily going to go up or break this trend line. So wait to see what happens. If anything, I would wait to see the close of this candle and a break of this line before I jump in for a sell. So with that, you're able to define your risk. You're able to define your risk, as in where to place your stop loss. So if, for instance, you jump in here, you could place your stop loss there, 55, 55 pips, 57, maybe even 60 pips. Oh yeah, give the market room to move. After all, this is a pound pair. It is not like any other pair. It's not like Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, where you have smaller stops. Because this is the 1 hour, and because it's the pound pair, you can have 60 pips as stop loss, knowing that you would surely get a 1-to-1 on this trade. It could be 1-to-2, but surely, it's a strategy I've been trading for some time now, and I know, you can definitely get a 1-to-1 on this trade. So I'm going to be watching, having, gone through this on this live stream now. I am going to be watching this, and if I'm getting in, guys, I would post it in the Telegram group. However, this is not to say that you don't have to watch the trade yourself. I'm just, basically posting what I'm doing. It's not necessarily watching the trades for you, watching the charts for you. So be sure you are watching the charts. At least you're here when we do the analysis. I mean, the beautiful thing is, just like last week, we did not get any trade during the live session last week, Tuesday, but we found some good setups we're going to be watching. Setups we put on our watch list, and boom, they delivered the result. I think there were two trades last week we saw, and I did say I will post it in the Telegram group. Obviously, if you were watching it, you could have gotten those trades and made some pips and profit. So, okay, so you can see what's happening now before our very eyes, guys. You see how it has dropped. The price moved from here to there. It has dropped more than halfway before our very eyes. It's dropped by over 20 pips because when we saw it, the price was here. So this could be a good trade, guys. We're watching this one as well now. Now see what happened. See something similar here. See what happened here. The price pushed up to the trend line. It even went above it. It breached the trend line, but then it came back and stopped here. Let's take this off. It came back and closed here. The next candle opened, went back to the trend line, came down. Then obviously we had all this drop. So I believe this is what's going to happen here as well. So keep an eye on it. This is the 1 hour time frame, guys. So let's pull up our position box as well for a possible short around here. So about 58 pips or so, 60 pips, 1-to-1 risk to reward. That is fine. The box is not next to the candle yet, so it means I have not entered the trade. If I move it far away, it means that's where, well, it basically means I have not entered the trade. Right. Let's get out my yellow dotted lines, yellow broken lines. That's where I intend to get in the trade. And mind you, it's not, I'm not going to be having it, I suppose you could have it as a sell stop order. Sell stop order basically meaning you place the order in that whenever the price comes here, even before it closes, it triggers you in. But I would not be having a sell stop order. I will have it as, I would basically be looking to either enter as a market execution if I'm there when it happens, or if the price breaks below, I would then place a sell stop. What I tend to use are limit orders and market execution orders. Market execution obviously basically meaning you saw it, you entered right there and then. A limit order basically either a buy limit or sell limit order, which means you are saying if the price comes to a certain area, sell. So where it is now, if I was to place an order here, wanting to get into the trade to go up, that would be a buy stop order. If I was to place an order here, so if the price comes and touches it, even when the candle is not closed, that would be a sell stop order. But what I would prefer is if the price was to go below this broken line, I would then place an order here. So if price was to pull back to it, it triggers me in. That would be a sell limit order. Okay, so we're watching this one now. We're watching pound USD, and we're also watching this one. Now with the Euro USD, sorry, not Euro USD, with the pound, with this pound USD, I believe it's going to be a day trade, if anything. I believe we'll get, if it comes down here, we most likely will get, we'll be out of the trade by the end of the day. Whereas with this Euro New Zealand pair, I believe we might be in for some days. So, just to give you a heads, just to give you a heads up, if you don't like, medium to long-term trading, then this is not the trade you want to get into. Although, because it has a high ADR, because it moves by a number of pips in a day, you could be out after 30 pips, 40 pips, You don't have to stay, I'm targeting like, at least 150 pips. You don't have to target that. Just see what you can get out of that trade and be done. Okay. So don't forget, guys, to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. Okay, so you guys know I've been talking about this robot that wins um, like 97% of the time, statistically speaking. I mean, I have been monitoring it for about 3 months now, and it basically has not lost a trade in 3 months. The robot is built in such a way that it has about 16 different strategies. Who? Now, I basically at the moment I'm focusing on just one or two strategies, but this robot has about 16 strategies built into it, which basically means that it would almost certainly find a trade to get into, you know, um, at any time. I mean, at the moment here in the UK, it's about 8:51. You know, what tends to happen is I wake up to profits almost every day with this robot. By the time I wake up, it's basically by the time I wake up, it's basically um, taking the three trades. It takes about three trades in a day. Now, this pair, sorry guys, this pair is Euro New Zealand. Let's do this. This pair is Euro New Zealand dollar. Hi Ross. I've not gotten the trade yet, so I haven't gotten the trade yet. I'm watching two setups. That's this one, Euro New Zealand and Pound USD. Okay, so we can see it seems like Pound USD is going to give us a trade. So we're going to keep watching this anyway. I mean, I'll be finishing. I'll be finishing this at about in about 8 minutes or so. But anyway, like I was saying, so this particular robot, basically takes about three trades every day, and it's been winning for the last 3 months, even longer, because I did actually I mean, a friend of mine once told me about it before Christmas, and I said, okay, fine, let's watch it, let's see how it performs. And I watched it for 2 months. It did not lose a trade. Just some days ago, I think it was on Sunday evening, I actually, heard people who started using the robot in September last year. So that's about 6 months. They started using it in about 6 months ago. Now, some of them are already millionaires now from from using this robot. Obviously, it depends on how much you choose to invest. I mean, you know, I have invested. I mean, I'll basically, be transparent. I have invested about $3,000 in this robot. I do still love my manual trades. Yes, I still, but I've invested about $3,000 in this robot. But I have a friend who is invested, a five-figure sum. As a matter of fact, multiple five-figure sum. When I say five figures, I'm talking of over 10,000, but he's actually invested multiple five figures. And another friend as well, two friends who have invested, but that's what they choose to invest. I mean, I could do the same, but I don't want to. I'm okay with taking my manual trades as well and letting that build up. So if you're interested, reach out to me. The best way to reach out to me obviously is via Telegram. But if you're watching this, if you stumble onto this YouTube video, then you could reach out to me and I'll give you some information about the robot. You could obviously ask any question that you want to and see how it goes. You know, um, so basically, it's such that I wake up to daily profits and I'm able to withdraw every single Saturday. I'm able to withdraw every single Saturday. There's another friend of mine who basically withdraws so much every week in the thousands. So That's the kind of robot I believe a lot of people have been praying for, because perhaps they do know how to trade, but they just don't have the time. They have their regular 9 to 5 or something, or perhaps they are still learning and they want to be earning some money even while they learn. So this is a beautiful opportunity. It's a robot. It goes for about $100. It goes for about $100, and you are expected to fund it, with a capital of at least 100. So having $200, you are good to go with this robot. Yes, Ross, are you part of the Telegram group? Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, reach out to me in the Telegram group, and I'll give you some more info. I'll give you the statistics and everything. I have I mean like I say, I've been trading actively for 6 years. I've been exposed to trading since 2008, and I have not seen any robot that is like this. There was one that came close, some years ago, some 3 years ago, but even then, you know nothing compared to this. So what I would say is, reach out to me and I'll definitely let you know about it. You can actually, sign up to the robot today and it starts trading for you tomorrow. Beautiful. So um, the link to my Telegram is in the channel. It's below this video. I've also posted it above in the chat. So reach out to me in Telegram, and I'll give you more information. So guys, it's about 3 minutes to 9. I am done with this today. But like I did say, we are watching these two pairs. We are watching this one, which is going to be a medium to long-term trade for me. I'm targeting here. I expect to begin to get some kind of resistance when the price gets here. But that is basically where I'm looking at the moment. A 1 to 3, a 1 to 3 risk to reward, 3R as it were. So this is Euro New Zealand, and this one, um, Pound USD, which is otherwise known as the cable. I'm looking to sell on this one. The price has been going down. I am also looking at GJ. It's the trend overall is to the downside, is huge. I'm targeting this area on GJ. So these are some pairs I'm looking at. And have a brilliant day, guys. Whenever I find any trades, I'll be posting it in the Telegram group. Today is Tuesday. I believe I'll be posting some harmonic patterns. I've not posted any patterns, any trade setup for the week. But I believe I'll be posting some harmonic patterns for us to trade. Before we go, actually, let me show you the harmonic patterns we've traded lately. Let me show you some of the harmonic patterns we've traded lately. Let's go. Okay, so you can see the GJ is still, so you can see the GJ, the pattern on GJ, it confirms, it confirms what I showed you earlier on. GJ, this is GJ, you see it was a bearish harmonic pattern. It came down, went back up. So if you missed the first opportunity, obviously, you had another chance to get in again, and it's delivered. Fancy a TP5. Fancy that, guys. Fancy having TP1 to 5. Awesome, awesome. So that was GJ. And then I believe we have one on USD card. Okay, so the USD card is playing out beautifully as well. This is basically, the PRZ, price reversal zone, the bullish butterfly. Is delivered as well. So when I post these setups or this drawn out chart on the Telegram group, you want to pay close attention. So I'm going to be I'm going to be looking to post some fresh ones today. I mean, these ones have been going for some weeks. I believe we have one on Euro. Okay, we don't have any there. Euro CH, USD CHF as well. Okay, so you can see the USD CHF as well played out beautifully. It was a bearish crab dropped. The beauty of the harmonic patterns I post, guys, is that they basically drop almost immediately. Or put it this way, you don't have much of a drawdown with them. So that's the third one. Okay, wow, this has completed. So this is a fourth one. This is Euro CAD. You can see. I mean, it's good. I'm glad I basically get to show you guys this live, so you know that there's no playing games here. We're not manipulating or playing games. So basically this one just dropped. A risk to reward of 1 to 9. That is a wow. So this was where we anticipated it would stop or to come out of the trade. But guess what? It has gone to deliver a whole lot more. It has gone to deliver over 300 pips more. That is huge. Then of course we have this one, the CAD JPY. Okay, so this one basically, came all the way, hit the final TP, went back up there and came back down. You see, that's the beautiful thing, guys. If I'll be coming back to respond to your comments on the Telegram, guys. Just let me quickly go through this. Now, the thing is, you know, when you get into a trade, at a good area, a good price, don't be surprised if the price goes back to retest that zone. And that's what happened there. So even when it went back up, it did not hit stop loss. Stop loss was about 68 pips. It did not hit it. It basically came back down. So that is it for that one. I don't think there's any. Oh, well, there is. Okay, this one basically, was a losing trade, which is understandable. I mean, I've showed you about seven trades down, 7 pairs, one losing trade. This basically, went up, came and hit stop loss. But if you follow me closely, you would know this is not a trade I would have entered anyhow. This is not a trade I would have entered anyhow because the price did not break above this red candle. The price was pushing down. I would usually like to enter the trade when it closes above the last bearish candle, but it didn't happen. So I would not have entered this trade anyhow. So those who know me quite well and follow my style would not have entered this trade with me. Or well, would not have entered this trade just like I didn't enter. Anyway, so yeah, I'll send the link to the Telegram group, Camogelo and Gusto as well, Ross as well. Okay, well, Ross has retracted. Anyway, that's fine. So, guys, see you in the Telegram group and take care now. Bye.